Welcome to another episode of the SimNation Podcast, where we talk simulation. My name is Pablo, and we're here with Fallon.
Hi.
And Jan. And this week on the SimNation Podcast, we have finally an announced day for The Sims 4 for Mac. Hopefully for free for those who already bought the PC version. We'll see about that. We're also streaming on Twitch, so I see the chat. Somebody said hola, so hola. And we also have Roller Coaster Tycoon updates. Fallon's top 5. No, sorry, it's just 5 mods for the week.
Coaster Park Tycoon.
Coaster Park!
Coaster Park?
Coaster Park!
Oh, right. Well, it is technically an update for Roller Coaster, just not bought it directly. But yes, if you're following the game for sure. And as always, I'm drinking mate. So, and as always as well, the content timestamp is in the
now his video went off.
Yes, today's Skype is being kind of you can see why Fallon's currently stuck on the video, and that is in that very funny pose I had to add. And
what funny pose?
It is.
Hey.
But
well, your video is off and it's just your face. You're like, this is my headshot photo.
You're like, let me.
So Skype is being a dick.
Yes. So yes. Where are we from?
And for once, my video is okay. So
on the stream, me and Jan are okay.
They're asking where are we from? Where are we from?
Pablo's from... Never mind.
We discussed this before. I'm Slovenian, Pablo's Argentinian, and Fallon is a filthy American.
I take showers. I'm not filthy. Maybe not yet, but I do.
Are we just going to carry on with the podcast, or are we redoing anything weirdly again?
Yeah. So let's hopefully Fallon gets fixed. Meanwhile, let's start out with the.
Can I just hold on?
You want to turn it off and on? All right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Skype's being a meanie today. Let's just chill.
Let's wait for it to fix itself.
Let's take it slow, no rush. You can see the spinning thingy on her face. That's because it's trying to get her into screen again.
You'll just have to watch the stream, Pablo, to tell what I'm doing. I'm eating.
Of course.
Anyway, yeah, let's just get started with The Sims. I can actually tackle that because I'm a Mac user. So yes, they have finally announced that The Sims 4 is coming for the Mac, and the date is February 17th, and it would seem that if you already bought the PC version, you are gonna get this update for free. It would make sense because every single Maxis game, from SimCity to The Sims, any of them, every time you bought the PC version, you got the Mac version with it. So I would guess so, and I really like to sort of review it and see if they make a good implementation or not. Usually the ports are like the input is usually very good. They take use of the multi-touch gestures on the Mac and so on, and usually performs like crap. So I want to see how they do it for The Sims. But finally, for those that have been like whining all over on Twitter, yes, it has arrived.
Is my video okay?
No, you're a spinning wheel.
Whatever. Yeah. Hopefully you'll get it for free.
Well, according to Kotaku and his sources, it says it's going to be free, so...
Yeah.
Damn you, Kotaku.
And we'll take the word for it because it makes sense. Wouldn't make sense if they said it wouldn't, so, you know.
It would make sense if he was a son of a donkey. It was
although,
like, oh, sorry.
The computer they have there on the screenshot, let me put that back up, it's not a Mac. It's just a PC. But, okay. I guess they didn't have a Mac model to put in the picture. Anyways, There's other piece of news, not about Roller Coaster Tycoon, and Jan can tell you more about it, apparently.
It sort of is, and it sort of isn't. Now, the previous Roller Coaster Tycoon, so Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, was developed by a company called Frontier Games. They're the same company who developed. To go back into Roller Coaster Tycoon waters by starting a new game called Coaster Park Tycoon.
The audio just went nuts. You just sounded like if I put you like in fast forward. Can you explain that to me again? And Fallon, can you restart your video?
Explain that to you again.
Yes, please.
Fine, I'll restart my video.
So yeah,
Damn you, Pablo, for breaking everything.
It's called Coaster Park, bitches.
Yeah. So the company Frontier Games, who developed Roller Coaster Tycoon in cooperation with Hasbro Games, the same company that's developing Elite Dangerous, which is a really good game, have decided to go back into Theme Park Tycoon waters, and they are developing a game scheduled for release in 2016 called Coaster Park Tycoon, and that's literally all the news we have.
I see.
And it's the same.
So something happened in the team or something that they were like, let's just do our thing.
It's the same team that worked on Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, so we'll see.
I see. Yep, that is pretty much all we got, but it is interesting to know that, well, usually when that happens, it's because they don't like where it's heading, where the original project is heading, or they're just not going to continue it anymore, or what have you, and some get together and say, you know what, we can do better. Let's just start our own company. And 50% of the times they fail and never finish it because it's hard. But let's see if they do. I mean, nowadays with Kickstarter, early access, all that, they could.
It's the same company that made Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, except they're self-publishing it this time.
They're self-publishing it. Right.
Yeah, from what we know, I'm not quite sure. It was very vague piece of news which said, "Oh, we're working on this for the 2016 release."
Well, if they're self-publishing it, they'll have. Well, I don't know.
I don't know, but it's the same company that made Roller Coaster Tycoon 3, and that game was decent. It wasn't the best in the series, but it was definitely decent. We'll see what happens with the new Roller Coaster Tycoon world or whatever they're calling it. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Roller Coaster Tycoon looked like unpolished to me. Whenever I saw it, I was like, this was like in 3 to 6 months of post-dev. Like from the graphics and the UI and the color scheme and all that, I was like, this is like, if somebody tried really hard to make it, but they didn't quite well do it. Oh well.
Yeah.
Anyways, yes, and yeah, I guess that's it.
By the way,
yes,
this week is the 15th year anniversary of The Sims.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They keep a lot of the gurus keep twittering. They keep tweetering. No, that's the word I want. Tweetering. I make
tweetering. Why are you? It's like Facebooking.
Yeah, I want to make tweetering a word. They're tweetering a lot of stuff like they're so excited for this week and something is gonna be prepared because something's gonna happen. So
it's probably just an announcement about the first expansion pack, which is going to be horribly overpriced and lacking in content.
Could be. We'll see if Jan's prediction is true. I'm wondering though, because obviously we've seen everything being released on Tuesdays and stuff. So
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
Record on Mondays.
Well, we can retweet it. We can just blow that tweeter thing up. Tweet it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So since Public's a cutoff before I get to say my shit.
Oh, I see.
I'm just sitting down here.
Right now I was like, I think I cut her off because this would have been perfect together with the Sims update. But oh well.
I'll just continue eating. What?
Well, it doesn't matter. Shall we flip on to the mods then, since that was all the news we had?
That is all the news we had, right?
Yeah, we have nothing else. There's going to be a new dev diary tomorrow for City Skylines, so we can't cover it.
Yeah.
We will cover it next
We promise to.
That's it.
Future Pablo and Jan will cover it, and it's going to be awesome. Stay tuned.
Yes.
Just not now. Not happening now. Deal with it.
Not
Just steady
happening.
deal with it.
So yeah, let's flip over to the mods while we'll sit, and then since Fallon isn't working,
It's my lunch break.
She ain't working. No, don't work.
I'm sorry. Pablo took like the only news.
You
that
don't
was
function.
sim-related
No. Your video.
And basically just like blot it out there. You couldn't even let me say
video isn't
it.
working now.
My video apparently was never working. I can see me and Jan fine. Pablo is still no video.
Oh yeah, I turned it off.
Yeah, there's no Pablo video. There's no Fallon video.
It's only Jan. So what are you going to do for the podcast if you turned your own video off?
Oh, he's recording his video locally.
Oh, stupid Pablo.
I thought he always does.
Do whatever, Pablo.
Okay, Fallon. So Fallon,
You have my say.
do you have like mods to show the people about The Sims 4?
Do you have my? Oh, there you are!
Yeah, turn it back on. I just remembered.
Oh, look, now you're on the stream!
Yes.
Oh, wait.
Hi,
Now you're
everybody.
frozen! But you're smiling. Okay, it's fine. Oh, now you're moving again. Armpits.
What?
If you keep moving so rapidly, it'll just freeze. I saw your armpits. You were like, yeah. Are you trying to Matrix style? Anyhow, so you got those mods ready.
I see. Yes. So yeah, Fallon's weekly 5 mods. Let me get. It's so.
Okay.
This is like the most messed up ever. I love this.
Blame,
Fallon's The Sims 4 mods. Yes, 5 mods every
Blame-
week for you.
blame Skype. Here, I'm going to copy and paste them for the people.
In Twitch.
Yeah.
You're so nice.
Yeah, all 5 at once, because I'm lazy. Anyhow, so the first mod
Yes.
is the less, I think these are in order. I don't know. The less risky chance cards. Is that what you have, Pablo?
Yes.
Okay. So, I kind of like these Dr. Chillgood's mods. So the less risky chance cards is some of them have been rewritten. So the first option is the risky answer, and the second option is the safe answer. So that way you kind of don't have to guess like, oh man,
What's gonna be the
this
riskier?
one's which one? This one seems better, and then it ends up not being the good one, and you end up getting fired or something like that. So it's designated that the first one will always be the risky one, and the second one will always be the safer one. And it also says like you might also get a positive moodlet, or it's like more neutral, but it's trying to help you so that you can kind of not completely fail out of your job with these chance cards.
Sure, if you want a little challenge taken out. Well, I mean,
Well,
some
like,
people
what-
will appreciate it, so.
Well, I mean, like mine, because I'm such like a goodie player, I always do the one that's not
That bad?
like, for example,
You will
like
confess, or.
I will confess or whatever. So like my writer sim had a thing where it was like steal some information and pretend it's yours, or like just keep working and hope something happens. And I was like, well, I don't want to steal someone. I bet you if I pick the steal someone else's stuff, it's going to come back on me. Well, apparently not. It was the better one. And I picked the one that was, morally better, and I ended up sucking. So whatever.
Well, I mean, if they work like on The Sims 2, basically, they all have their good and bad outcomes. So you never know exactly. Like, I guess you could have one that has higher or lower rate of getting you a good or bad result, but I think all answers have a positive and a negative outcome.
Yeah. Well, the risky means
it would just
The
have a higher
boost-
chance of failing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The risky will be the boost will be higher. So the
Right.
positive will be higher or the negative will be higher. That way you're going, oh, I'm going to be risky if it's good or bad. But
Yeah.
so safe means you're only getting that small jump.
Cool.
Alrighty. So
All right. Yes. What else? What's the next mod?
you froze.
She's back.
I'm back. I'm back.
Yay!
Yeah.
That was weird though, because you both froze like at the same time, and I thought like the computer was gonna explode.
Skype is just being just a pain today.
It's being like yawn.
Yeah.
Anyhow, the second
take it.
mod is this one's for yawn.
Mm-hmm.
It's the less frail elders,
Why is this one for me?
because you're old and your back hurts.
That's true.
No, but so this one is oh my gosh. Apparently old people in the game, like, you know, can't exercise for as long and stuff and get exhausted a lot more easily. So excuse me. So it's another Dr. Chillgood. So
Yep.
he kind of tweaked it a little bit. So
They can do a
their
little bit more.
level, yeah, they can do a little bit more, a little bit longer. They won't just like crap out after jogging, you know, once
I see.
or twice.
That's cool. That's a nice mod, I guess. Yep.
Yeah, and it changes based on, I guess, your level of fitness. So if you have more points in fitness, also the longer you can
Yeah. Well, like
last.
regular Sims, I guess.
output. Yeah.
Cool.
Which is, yeah. What?
Cool. What else?
Okay, so the next one is this is an easy one. It's evolve all plans. So it instead of the Pablo's bye.
She's frozen.
Well, I hope I'm at least making a normal face. So anyways, this one's evolve all plants. So instead of you having to click each and every plant to evolve them, when you don't have to do that to water or weed them, it queues up your whole garden. This will queue up all the plants that can be evolved, and it will, you know, do like a little loop, so your Sims will just go around and evolve all the plants that they
Right.
can evolve.
Taking up
It's
one
a-
slot in the queue, right?
Yeah, so I mean,
Right.
before, and
That's
if you have
good.
a lot of plants, it's a little,
Yeah,
it's kind of a
you
pain
just
in the
have to
butt
click
because,
and find all the ones you need to evolve.
yeah, you're like, I can't quite click on
This
this
is
one.
a
'cause
good mod. This is like usability, just like
usability. The next one is another chill good. It's like a chill good marathon. Anyhow. Oh, there's Pablo again. It's faster eating and drinking. Apparently, version 2. So this just makes it so instead of like they take a bite and they pause and they're like, "Hey, yo, what's up?" and they just keep shoveling it in their mouth until they're
Right.
done. They just keep
focus
going.
on eating. All right. Do they still,
And with
do they
drinking,
still
too, they
talk?
just
Does
keep-
it say?
They just keep.
I mean, I do like them. I do like when they talk. Just know when they're like, and just not eating.
Well, here, I'll read this. Let's keep this one short. This was one of the most fundamental problems with The Sims 4. The way Sims just sit with their fingers up their bums between each bite of food or swig of drink. No wonder Sims take forever to eat. Well, I'm here to fix this problem. The problem is that EA defaults put a lockout timer on the active eating and drinking actions to ensure that Sims always performed a passive action in between bites and swigs.
Right.
Great to make sure families talk at dinner, terrible if you're all alone and just sit and stare into space. So they can take multiple bites or drinks in a row without going into comatose.
You're
And
back.
Yay! So it says the active eating and drinking actions are weighed much less. Previously, they were weighed at 1,000. Now they're reduced to 5. So now groups might take a little time to chat.
Right.
So they might still chat in between or not.
Just
not
hopefully
as much.
much less. Yeah.
Right.
Or they'll get to eat maybe half their food first before they decide to dilly-dally.
That's good. That's a nice mod.
Yeah. This mod does not interfere with Madame Butterfly's speeding up eating mod. Hers is passive eating and drinking, and I think his are active eating and drinking.
I see.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. Well, basically like your
It
Sims
would just make it do this faster. The passive one, while the active one means it's just eliminating those blanks.
I believe it's eliminating more of the passive interactions, like pausing in between eating and talking in between eating and stuff.
Oh,
So they're more focused on eating and less focused on comatose.
right.
I don't know what the other one was.
Yeah.
Anyhow,
Oh well. Yes.
the last mod of the
Yes.
day is a compilation. It is the Pregnancy Mega mod.
Damn, that sounds big.
It is big. It
By Java
combines.
7 Nerd. He did not have to add nerd after the Java 7, but yeah.
Maybe he feels he is a nerd. Why should you take that away from him?
No, it's just saying that it's super clear when he's just Java 7. Yeah, go ahead.
It combines the features of several different mods, and I believe they just worked together to do this. So instead of having one mod, which is the pregnancy scanner, and one mod, which is the pick how many babies you want, and one mod, which is what state of pregnancy you're in, or blah de blah. So it's all combined into one, and you just have to click on the sim that is pregnant.
Right, it's a menu.
And it comes up with a menu. So it's a pie menu, and well, if you have pregnant teenagers, it works for it too. So it includes the pregnancy scan, reseed, the pregnancy terminator, and then to set what stage the sim is pregnancy is in, or to immediately begin labor, and also to pick the number and gender of your
That's nice.
children.
That's for everybody complaining that they don't get exactly the children that they want.
Or you could have freaking 3 identical female triplets.
According to the picture, he's also using the breast enlargement mod, but
No, the picture, their boobs look normal.
normal.
Oh wait, no,
no.
there's
Yeah.
several
No.
different pictures.
The fifth picture, for no apparent reason, her breasts go like. So,
Although you do know that when they're pregnant, I think their boobs get bigger too.
Yeah.
So in the first
with the
picture,
size of
she
a
doesn't
melon?
look
Are
so
you sure?
pregnant. The first picture, she doesn't even look pregnant. And then
in the
Yeah,
fourth
but
and fifth one, she's like in the fifth and sixth one, she's like second trimester.
Yeah, so I think that just their boobs got bigger. I closed all my windows.
25%. That's like 100%.
closed.
It's alright. You went through it
I-
anyway. But
It just happened.
Yeah.
anyway, well, we cannot explain the breast part, but for the pregnancy part, that's a really complete. Oh, my video exploded. There's a really complete solution for all your pregnancy needs, from getting them pregnant, different genders, quantities, stages. Finally,
Yeah.
stop whining.
You can have the perfect child.
It's funny how you froze this time. You don't have to turn off the video because it's sort of like Skype eventually puts you back in. But they're like,
Your video is loading. I can't even see you.
Oh, what a mess. Damn you, Skype. Whoa. Oh.
Maybe EA is trying to secretly...
Sabotage.
Yeah, they're trying to send us some bad juju vibes because it's the... There you are. It's the 15th year anniversary. And they hate us.
No, EA is trying to sabotage us because I keep talking shit about them.
Yes.
You have
We need to kill
put
EA.
this bad juju vibe on us, Jan.
EA has cursed us.
It was about time they did.
Pablo,
Yes.
I have a mission for you, and
Yes.
you will accept it.
No.
You're
I mean,
going
go
to
ahead.
accurately recreate your Sim self, skin color in The Sims, and your girlfriend. And I want to see what
That
an
person you're
Italian,
trying to reach,
Japanese,
he's not available.
Spanish baby will look like.
Well, here's like one thing about The Sims. There's no height, and they could never get around height in all these 15 years. And she's like extremely like shorter than I am, so it's sort of losing its charm.
Well, we're not focused on the height though. We're focused on what the facial features would look like of this Italian, Spanish, Japanese baby.
It would be interesting, I guess. But
And then
make him.
And then you can throw Jan and Pablo and then see what their baby would look like. A
Shit.
Slovenian, Italian, Spanish.
How exactly would you do that?
The pregnancy for everyone mod. Boys can get pregnant in that game. Maybe, no, you could make Jan.
Well, I'm not the one losing my figure for that child.
You could make Jan in the game and then flip his gender so he's a female, so he'll still have the same facial structure, right? And then it'll just be a female Jan or a female Pablo. Just flip Pablo too. And then you could do it that way.
I'm sorry, Fallon, but recreating me and Pablo in the game is impossible because the game doesn't allow noses this big.
Yeah.
It does. Oh, but yeah, but it does. You have to download one of those extreme facial sliders.
From the creators of breast augmentation comes nose augmentation. How far can you go? Literally.
Neither of your noses are that big.
Yeah, that's because you always see us from the front.
But like,
Like, let me give you an example. So this is my nose, right? Pretty small, right? But if I do this, that's when you see the reality. But here,
okay,
tiny
Toucan
nose.
Sam.
Yeah.
It's not that.
If we turn sideways, our noses have enough coverage to sail a boat.
Yes.
You're like hawk noses.
Yes.
When you go, is it cloudy? No, I looked left.
Well, I mean, you could still like try to make the biggest nose you could.
Yeah, no, that would be fine. I just, laziness. Not only about creating me, then creating her. And again, it wouldn't like really make sense because she's like tiny, and then she'd be like tall. So like the proportions change all of a sudden, right?
Quit complaining and
But
make
height-
the damn.
It's important.
Then make her a teenager, Pop. Oh, the same height. Make her a skinny
Make her-
teenager then. And you
her
can be a young
teenager.
adult. You can make it, and you can be an adult, and then you download the romance shit, and then you can just blah together.
No, you
She'll
can
be
woohoo.
skinnier. Yeah, you can. What is it called? Mess around. You can mess around.
Oh man.
You deviant old man messing around with teenagers.
She's older than
But
I
yeah.
am.
The reason why you can't recreate us in-game is because we're aliens.
But what if the first expansion has to do with aliens? Remember that? You don't remember that tweet? Remember that tweet? It was like blah blah
Remember
blah
that
blah
tweet.
explosions, blah aliens, blah blah abductions.
When?
What?
I don't know. After I got a Twitter, obviously. And they were like, oh my God, is this hinting towards some kind of, game content? And they're like, oh, I can't tell you.
Because that's what they do.
But it just it wears me out.
I tried to make Pablo
they make
secretly.
hype out of like a picture, and people buy it, and I'm like, that's not concise. I don't.
Well, they have to make hype because we don't have any answers until the day of said release.
Yeah, but some people like me don't care and are like, well, let me know whenever you have something to talk about. But others go like shit and just make a poster out of like the toe that they saw in a picture that was technically about, announcing the future demo of the trailer that was eventually gonna come about the expansion pack that would eventually be released. Like the chain of
Sims
hype.
don't have toes; they have foot.
Okay.
I tried to make Pablo secretly one time on an way earlier podcast, and he kind of realized and was like, "Stop it." I was like,
You can try to do me, but I don't want to do myself.
I need you to do a profile picture and a 3/4 picture and a front picture. Oh, bye Pablo.
Shit.
So Pablo, how long is you gonna finish that game of yours that got greenlit?
Yes, I'm Bill got greenlit.
After 7 days. Oh shit.
And she's back. Look, yeah, that's pretty epic. I was not expecting it. I quickly rushed to the developer section of Steam, and I was like, I'm going to like the frequently asked questions. I was like, do I have like a deadline to somebody answer me? Like, and the answer was like, no, you can take as long as you want. I'm like, it doesn't expire. Thank you.
Although,
because I don't have a build right now. Like, it's broken. The UI, it's not clear. There's not enough content. Like, it's almost there, but it's not usable. So, like, releasing it now would be just a bunch of people, very angry people, going like, the fuck is this?
that's why you pre-alpha it. Well, you can't take too long, though, because then all those people that, like, were hyped up and greenlit it will be forgotten.
Yeah.
In, like, 2 years when your game comes out.
Yeah, and I don't want to spend forever working on it either. So, I'm aiming to do early access on May. So that gives me pretty much...
We're getting our codes in May?
Yeah, you can try it before May. Don't worry.
So, you want me to...
better.
SimNation may have the exclusive on Unveil. Who knows?
You want us to try to break your game?
Yes. Ideally.
Oh, I'm pretty sure we're capable of that.
I'm sweating to death! Oh my god! No, I'm cold!
Yes. Now I'm trying to figure out, like, that's the hard part because I have all these mechanics in place, and now I'm trying to design a scenario, especially like the tutorial one. I spent like most of time working on the tutorial map, and I'm trying to figure out a way to sort of introduce the mechanics without feeling like I'm hand holding you. Like, new objective, drink water. Oh, you know? But it's not like other games where you can just go, hello, Twitch people. You can just go like, well, good luck, because I did that before and that was chaotic. The game is too complex to do that. Like, it's too realistic. So like, you're like dying out of like the heat and then like starving to death. Like, nobody told me that I can hunt in this game. Like, yeah. So.
Well, since it looks like Dragon Quest from Nintendo, just make like an opening. You know, like how they have those like introductory kind of like story, like messages or whatever. Like, oh, the king of... Excuse me, I'm burping. The king of blah blah has come and sent you to blah blah and blah blah blah. You must save the blah blah and mushrooms. Just make them like a message that's like, welcome, like, you've been stranded and you will die if you don't find food, water, and shelter.
Yes.
Good luck.
Well, it kind of starts that way. The guy's like, I'm really thirsty. Yeah.
Or you could do like thought bubbles like that. Just like have him think just randomly like, oh, you know, like, I'm thirsty, or oh, I'm getting hungry, or oh, it's getting cold. So like that. And then once they're past the tutorial, they'll stop thinking.
The guy will like keep telling you like, oh my god, I'm hot, I'm cold, even if you can see the temperature gauge and everything, but It's just that it's
He only says it one time.
no, it
I'm
gets
hot
overwhelming
once.
when you have too many things to worry about.
Well, don't always
So-
have him say he's getting hot or getting cold. Have
No,
him
no,
say
that's
it like,
not the issue. Like, if you're like hot and you are starving and you're low in hydration, you're like, which one do I do first, right? So I'm trying to streamline. Okay, my video exploded again. I'm trying to streamline the features that get introduced in the game and at what pace, right? Which is
can
really
you
important.
like, if it's let's say he's going through multiple things at once, once they reach a certain threshold, you should just have you should have like Easter egg messages in there like, you're flucked, you better figure out what to do before you die.
That could be. I'd totally do that. The character pretty much breaks the fourth wall, so it's constantly talking to you. And it says us. Like, whenever something happens, he says us, because it's affecting us, right?
Yeah, be like, man, if you don't get me something, if you don't do something, I'm gonna die.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Yeah, but
That's what
that's still not enough. Can you believe that? I mean, I've done a lot of user testing, and it's amazing how
Don't make
different
this
everybody
game for
thinks.
babies.
It's not for babies.
Sorry.
The idea here is to mask it so it looks simple, and the deeper you go, the more complex and the harder it gets, right? But it has to be simple on the beginning, because otherwise it's like just one of those games that require you to know every single thing about the game before you can even start playing, and that's gonna.
I don't think you can do that.
Yeah. Like an example, like all games do this. Well, I mean, all good games do this. Super Meat Boy, an example, is a great example. It's a game that it's really deep in mechanics, but it starts off very easy. You just jump, and then you learn to slide, and then you learn to like wall climb and so on.
Well,
Introducing
within
new mechanics, and it is true that in a simulation game it's different, it's harder. Then you get SimCity 2013, which they go like, let's make it super simple for everybody to be able to play it, and then everybody's pissed because it's too easy. Like,
I mean,
Jan is pissed about it, but
like, okay, even it is a survival game, and there are a lot of mechanics in it. You're saying, but you should still make the tutorial just like basically like a baby step in.
No, I
Yes,
shall not do that.
You do like different scenarios in the tutorial, but that goes over the basics so that they kind of get the idea of, okay, well, I've gotten water, I've gotten food, I've gotten shelter, and then logically the next step would be, I don't know, making fire or some shit.
Yes, well,
cooking.
Like, it kind of does
or like
it.
chopping down.
Like, in example, when you arrive, it says, I'm really thirsty. You can see you only have like 10% left of hydration, and it's like blinking. So you're like, all right, I need to focus on finding water. If the player ignores that for 2 minutes, he dies immediately. So he gets off, the right foot either way. Like, he has to learn that on the very beginning. And then once he does that, he finds certain like trees. He goes, oh, I can chop this down. Okay, let's do it. I have 20 energy, and whenever he tries, he's like, oh, I need a logging axe. Okay, so he goes about finding how to make a logging axe, and then he starts to experiment with the fact that picking up things takes up energy out of you, crafting something takes energy out of you, eating will replenish that energy. So they start to sort of learn it because they have to, kind of thing, and that's what I'm trying to do. And not just tell them, new objective, go cut this tree. Like, because I hate when a game does that to me.
Why don't you make a Sims 1 style game guide?
The Sims tutorial, the Sims 4 tutorial, the worst tutorial
I said
on
Sims 1
ever.
style game guide, a book, Pablo.
Oh,
book.
game guide. No, if somebody has to use a game guide to play my game, I'm fucked. They've done it wrong. I suck.
Well, I don't know about you guys and girls, but Jan has to go now.
Okay. Well, we pretty much covered everything on the podcast today, so
30 minutes.
No, we did.
No.
We did 40.
I'm sorry, we were supposed to start recording an hour before we did.
You know,
An
Pablo.
hour before. Did you guys change your time?
I am a busy whore. I can't delay my schedule much longer. The corner isn't gonna be worked itself.
Alrighty. So yes, that has been all for this week on the SimNation Podcast. My name is Pablo. We have been here with Fallon.
Fallon!
And the very busy whore, Jan. And don't forget, you can always subscribe on iTunes to hear our podcast, especially when the video is broken. So why watch us? You can just hear us, but you can also watch us on YouTube. We're live on Twitch every Monday, also on Twitter, SimNation TV, and our forums discuss.simnation.tv, and we'll see you next time.
Oh, this is the most satisfying thing ever. We are God in SimCity 4. Wow, that was loud.
Oh, you're gonna eat that, huh? You're gonna eat it. I see. What? Nothing. Okay.
And now she is tossing that salad with her... Stop sticking your finger in your ear! Alright, she's tossing the salad with her earwax.
It does.
It doesn't really well. Okay.
Oh, they're coming for you, Pablo!
Shit, okay.
Run!
Oh, yeah. These road trips, man, are killing me. Anyway, let me know whenever we are recording. Hi, and welcome to another episode of Extended Play. I'm your host, this is Stuart, and that is a fancy, fancy sign. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.